Welcome, everyone. My name is Coretta Montague-Smith, a financial consultant with Team Visionary Vaults at Global Financial Impact. So today we're going to talk about something most homeowners don't think about until it's too late, and that is protecting your home and, more importantly, protecting your family. See, your home is like your biggest investment. It's where your family gathers, where your children grow up, and where your memories are made. But for many families, one simple mistake can put all of that at risk. That's why today I'm going to walk you through the 5 most common mistakes homeowners make that could cost them their home and how to avoid them. So by the end of this session, you'll not only know and understand these risks, but you'll also see the simple steps you can take to make sure your family is secured no matter what happens. Now, for all of you, I want you to really think about this for a moment. What if something happened to you tomorrow? Could your family continue paying the mortgage without your income? Would your kids be able to stay in the same school, or would their lives be completely disrupted? How long before the bank comes knocking for payment or even starts the foreclosure process? And honestly, how many months will your savings really last before running out if you have savings to begin with? So these aren't easy questions, but they are real questions that too many families never stop to ask until it's too late. So my goal today is not to scare you, but to open your eyes to the risks that exist and to show you how simple it can be to protect your home and your family. Now let's make this interactive. What do you think about these questions? Have you ever even sit back and just take a second to even think about if something were to happen? Or to be honestly, you were just naive and you just say, I just wait until it happened in order to think about it. I mean, a lot of people does, or no one never had someone to actually ask these questions to them before. So in the chat, just give me your thoughts. What you think about these questions? Before we dive in, let me give you a quick roadmap of what we'll cover today. So first, I'll share a little bit about who I am and why this conversation matters. Then we'll walk through the 5 biggest mistakes homeowners make that could put their families at serious risk. From there, I'll explain exactly what mortgage protection is, how it works, and the options available. And we'll also touch on how affordable this coverage really is because most families are surprised when they see the numbers. And finally, for those who are ready to take the next step, take action, we'll talk about how you can schedule a one-on-one appointment so we can look at some numbers for your own personal situation. And if it makes sense, put in an application. So let me start by sharing a little bit about myself so you know who you're talking with today. So my name is Coretta Montague-Smith, as mentioned. I first became a licensed real estate agent back in 2010, and over the years, I've had the privilege of helping countless families buy and protect their homes. So in 2021, I took that next step and became a real estate broker. It's just I have my own company and I'm able to hire agents. If you don't know what a broker is, through all of those experiences, one thing became clear to me is that buying a home is just the beginning. The real challenge is making sure families can actually keep their home no matter what life throw at them. So that passion for protecting families led me to expand my expertise. So I earned my life, health, and accident insurance license and became a financial consultant because I wanted to go beyond just helping people purchase a home. So I wanted to help them build a foundation of true financial independence and security. So my contact information is displayed on the side. Feel free to take a quick photo of it. Um, so you can be able to contact me, reach me if you have any further questions. So I'm gonna give you a quick second to do that, and let me move on. So let's clear out one of the biggest confusions homeowners often have, and that's mortgage protection insurance versus mortgage insurance, also known as PMI. So they sound similar, but they are very different. So with PMI, it's something the bank requires if you don't put at least 20% down on your home. And here's the catch. PMI doesn't protect you at all. It protects the lender in case you default. So you pay the premium, but the bank is the one who benefits from it. And then we have mortgage protection insurance, on the other hand. It's completely different. It's designed to protect you and your family in case something worse to happen, case death, disability, or serious illness. So mortgage protection helps make sure your mortgage is paid so your family can stay in their home. So think of it this way. PMI protects the bank investment, mortgage protection protects your family's future. And at the end of the day, which one really matters more to you? Put it in the chat. Which one matters more to you? So here we have mortgage protection. It pays your family if you die. Benefit amount stays the same. Can also cover illness, disability, portable if you refinance your home or move. Flexible coverage. You can cover full, half, or partial amount of your mortgage. Then we have mortgage insurance, the PMI. Pays the lender if you default. Covers only what you owe the bank, only protects the bank, not your family, ends when you build enough equity in your home, and is mandatory if you put less than 20% down. So since I went over what mortgage protection is, I want to start getting into the 5 most common mistakes homeowners make. So this first mistake many homeowners make is not protecting the mortgage itself. So think about it. Most families have car insurance, health insurance, even cell phone insurance. But the mortgage, which is often their biggest monthly bill and their biggest investment, goes unprotected. So without mortgage protection, your family could be left scrambling to cover payments if something were to happen to you. And unfortunately, the bank doesn't wait. Missed payments mean foreclosure notices, and foreclosures means your family could lose everything you worked so hard for. Now let's flip the script. Put your answers in the chat. Would you rather leave your family a fight for the house or the peace of keeping it? Put it in the chat. Your home isn't just bricks and walls, it's your safe space, your community, your children's stability. Mortgage protection ensures that if you can't make the payments, the mortgage is still covered. That means your family avoids foreclosure, avoids being forced to move, and avoids unnecessary financial stress. It means your kids get to stay in the same schools, surrounded by the same friends that they have as well. So most importantly, it gives you peace of mind knowing that no matter what happens to you, your family keep the home. The second mistake many families make is assuming Social Security will be enough to cover the mortgage or anything else if something was to happen. A lot of people think, well, if I'm gone, my spouse or kids will get Social Security benefits, and that will take care of things. Unfortunately, the reality is very different. So let's break this down. Do you think Social Security will be enough to fully cover your mortgage? Will that benefit really keep your family in the home long term? Let's keep the engagement going. Put it in the chat. What you think? What you think? So here are the facts. Survivor benefits typically pay between 71% and 100% of the worker's benefits. So that's not the full household income. The average survivor benefit right now is about $1,502 a month. That's less than many people's mortgage payment. And even a child survivor benefit, which averages around $1,100 a month, usually isn't enough to cover housing costs. So while Social Security might help a little, it's not designed to replace your income or guarantee that your family can stay in the home. And that's why relying on it alone is a big mistake. Now, mistake number 3 is one I hear all the time. I'm young, I'm healthy, I don't need mortgage protection right now. But here's the truth. Being young and healthy doesn't make you invincible. Tragedy doesn't wait until you're older. Accidents, illness, and unexpected loss can strike any family at any age, and when it does, your family doesn't get a break from the mortgage just because you were young. So let me ask you this. Put your answer in the chat. Let's keep the engagement going. So I don't want to feel like I'm the only one talking and paying attention. So, do you know anyone who passed away unexpectedly at a young age? Put it in the chat. Most of us do, and it's really heartbreaking. So now, imagine if that were you. What would happen to your family tomorrow if tragedy struck decades before you ever expected it? Will they be able to keep the house? Here's the good news. Being young and healthy actually works in your favor. It means lower premiums, easier approval, and the chance to lock in your coverage while it's more affordable. But if you wait until later, the risk goes up. Your health can change, costs increase, and in some cases, people get declined altogether. So, protecting your home early means peace of mind now, and it locks in today's rate for your future. It's one of the smartest moves you can make while you're still have advantage because you're young in your age, right? So, think about it. Put it in the chat. What would happen to your family if tragedy struck tomorrow instead of 30 years from now? Especially if you're a first time homeowner. You just got the mortgage. So, what would happen tomorrow? And then now, some of you may still be thinking, but really, what are the chances something could happen to me at this age? So, let's look at the actual data from the CDC. The leading cause of death under age 45 aren't just diseases we think happen later in life. The top causes are things like accidents, cancer, and heart diseases. Together, these account for the majority of deaths in people under 45 years of age. And the thing about accidents in particular is that they don't give warnings. None of us wake up expecting today going to be that day something tragic happens. So while it feels natural to think I'm young, I'm healthy, I'll worry about that later, the numbers tell a different story. And those numbers are real families who thought they had plenty of time only to find out that they didn't. So the fourth mistake many families make is assuming that if something happens, they can always just refinance or sell the home. On the surface, it sounds reasonable, but in reality, that plan usually doesn't work the way people think it will, especially when your family is already grieving and under financial stress. So let's unpack this. If your family needed to refinance, could they qualify without your income? Lenders often deny applications unless there's strong income and excellent credit. And if you're gone, that might not be the case. So what about selling? Selling under pressure almost always means losing equity. So families often have to accept less than the home is worth just to move quickly, which means less financial security at the worst possible time. And then there's the housing market itself. If the market takes a downturn, a home can sit for months without selling, leaving your family stuck paying a mortgage that they can't afford. So instead of stability, your loved ones has or are faced with stress, moving costs, and far less money than expected. But your option with mortgage protection, your family doesn't have to rely on risky options. They get the freedom to decide to stay in the home or to sell on their terms when the timing is right. So, will your loved ones be forced to move when they're already grieving? Put it in the chat. Have you even thought about that? And here it is, mistake number 5 that most homeowners make, and that is forgetting about rising costs. Most people focus only on the mortgage payment itself, but the reality is the mortgage is just one part of the cost of keeping a home. And those other costs almost always go up over time, not down. So let's think about it. Could your family handle those extra bills without your income? Property taxes increases year after year. Insurance premiums don't go down, they go up. If you live in a neighborhood with a HOA, those fees almost always climb as well. And beyond the house, inflation makes everything else more expensive too. Utilities, groceries, gas, even home repairs. So even if the mortgage gets smaller, the total cost of living in their home could still overwhelm your family. Without a plan, these hidden costs can push families out of their homes, even when the balance left on the mortgage isn't that high. So that's where mortgage protection comes in, providing a financial cushion that not only covers the mortgage, but also helps your family manage rising expenses if something happens to you, ensuring they remain safe and secure in the home you worked so hard for. Now, a lot of people ask this question: how much does this actually cost? What do you think? Let's say for a mortgage that is about $300,000, what do you think how much this coverage will be for? Put it in the chat for me. The good news is mortgage protection is often much more affordable than people think. Coverage can be customized to fit your family's needs and budget, whether that means covering the full mortgage, half of it, or just creating a financial cushion. It's better to have something in place than nothing at all. So here on this slide is an example quote so you can see what the numbers look like in real life. And remember, getting numbers tailored specifically to you is quick and simple. It usually takes a few questions about your age, your health, and the amount of coverage you like. The bottom line is peace of mind for your family is often just a few dollars a day. So, with this quote, we have a female that's 45 years of age. She want her mortgage is $300,000. She want to pay monthly. So, depending on how many years left on your mortgage, we go by the product. This is the product. So for instance, the standard is basically 30 years. We will go to Standard Plus, which is $64.19, or Standard Non-Tobacco if the person is a non-smoker, which is $70.07. So for a person who has a $300,000 mortgage. They only have to pay $64.19. Now, once the insurance carrier go through their background to find out your health history, your ratings may change to either a preferred non-tobacco if you're very healthy, a preferred plus, which should be $42.34, or if you're in a worse health situation, they will do a table rating, and it may be a little bit more. But even still, this coverage is much cheaper than anything else on the market now. Now, here's something else a lot of people don't realize. Mortgage protection isn't just about death benefits. Let's go over what's included at no additional cost with this policy. So, most policies today come with living benefits. That means the coverage, say like for the legs example, that's $300,000. We also can use it for critical illness, chronic illness, terminal illness as well, right? So if you're diagnosed with a critical illness like cancer or a heart attack, you may be able to access funds to keep the mortgage covered while you focus on recovery. If you develop a chronic illness that prevents you from taking care of yourself, benefits can help you with expenses and ensure your family stays secure. In the case of a terminal illness, you can access funds early to take care of your family, your home, and even final wishes. And one more advantage of this policy can convert to a permanent policy later on, so you can keep coverage for life if you choose to. So that's one benefit when the term is about to expire. If nothing has happened, you can switch this over to a permanent policy where you actually start gaining cash value. So I went through a lot of information with you about the most 5 common mistakes homeowners make about what is mortgage protection. So now I want to check in with you. How do you feel? How do you feel now? Put it in the chat. How do you feel? If you're feeling more aware, more motivated, or even a little more concerned, that's a good thing. It means you care about protecting what you worked so hard for and keeping your family secure. The good news is you don't have to figure it all out on your own, and that's exactly why my team and I are here. So let me ask you now, would you like the opportunity to speak with me and my team one-on-one? In that time, we'll take a look at your personal situation, answer any questions you may have, and give you some real numbers so you can see how affordable this protection can be for you and your family. There's a link that can be posted in the chat to book a free consultation, right? So book now. Let's get this done. Let's get your house protected. Let's get you protected. The best part about this is we're making it as simple as possible for you to take the next step. All this week, my team and I are offering free consultations and customized quotes. No obligation, no pressure, just a chance to see what options are available for you and your family. So think of it as your opportunity to finally get the answers, the numbers, and the peace of mind you deserve without any cost up front. So while it's fresh on your mind, don't wait. Let's schedule your free consultation today and make sure your home and family are fully protected. Just click the link that's in the chat that is provided for you. Now that you're seeing how important this protection is, here's how simple it is to move forward. Step 1, you book a call with me or my team. We'll go over your personal situation and answer any questions that you may have. Step 2, you get your own personalized quote so you know exactly what's possible for your budget. Step 3, we submit a quick application to receive final approval from the insurance carrier. Step 4, we celebrate peace of mind. Your family and your home are protected. So the truth is, no two families are exactly alike. Your mortgage is unique, your income is unique, and your family's needs are unique. So that's why the very best next step isn't just listening to what I'm saying, is getting your own personalized quotes and completing the application. So the insurance carrier has the final say if you're approved or not. But the best part about this is that here at GF5, we work with over 25 of the top multi-billion-dollar companies. So you will get approved with either one or the other. And I must mention, when you take action, you also unlock our bonus offers for added financial and estate planning support. So click the link in the chat to book and schedule your appointment. And here's a rundown of our exclusive bonus offers. So when you secure your mortgage protection coverage, you also receive personal wealth strategy section. This is a one-on-one review of your current retirement plans, kids saving plans, or any other investment strategies to help you optimize your financial future. This is valued at $500 an hour for our financial advisors, but you will get this personal wealth strategy section completely for free. Then you will also receive 10% off estate planning services. This is discounted services with trust and will, and this includes wills and trusts, power of attorney, living will, and HIPAA authorizations, and so much more. I do not get any compensation whatsoever from the estate planning and services. This is to help you in your finances and your future to get totally and properly prepared. So secure your coverage today and claim these exclusive bonuses. Again, the link is in the chat for you to schedule your one-on-one appointment. And it shouldn't even take that long, actually. It should be no more than 30 to 45 minutes because you know exactly what you want. I appreciate the time that I spent with you all today to give you an overview of the 5 most common mistakes homeowners make to give you solution to that problem. I thank you again, and here once again this is the link to schedule your one-on-one appointment with me. If you have any other questions, if you even would like a brochure of this product, you can simply email me with the photo, my contact information. You can email me and request the brochure so you will understand more about this product, one of the products that we offer.